Hey everyone, the purpose of the screencast is just to give you guys an idea of how to set up a very easy Google Hangout where you can invite people that have not used Google Hangouts before without having all the complication of adding software or setting up accounts or so on and so forth. To do this, and you'll see I've got my web browser kind of shrunken here, and that's because to do this you actually have to start at the Google Plus page. So if you're going to set this up, you do have to have a Google Plus account. Now, if you have an FSD account, you do obviously or automatically have a Google Plus account as well. You can access that by going plus.google.com as the address, and it'll take you to a page that looks something like this. Now, if it's your first time in, it will ask you to go through a little bit of configuration and setup just to make sure that, like any social network, you've found anyone that you want to connect with or any topics you'd like to connect about. You don't have to at this time choose anything in there, but if you do want to use Google Plus as a social network, then you may need to find some people to socialize with. So once you've got that and you've activated your Google Plus account, the next step to create a Hangout on air is to create a Hangout is simply click on this little Hangouts icon. Now, I guess one thing I should add is that you'll notice that I'm in Google Chrome, and I would recommend to anyone visiting your Hangout that you invite them with Google Chrome as well. The reason being that Chrome is designed to use Google products, so things like Hangouts will work right out of the box as opposed to having to set up software to make it happen. So if I press the Hangouts button, what tends to happen is it gives me a couple of options. So new conversation, and then it says start video Hangout. And if you're looking on your long list, you'll see some potential contacts that you'll want to start a Hangout with. For our purposes, I'm actually going to just go ahead and click this Start a Video Hangout, which will create just a blank video hangout. And so you see right away that I come up, and you can see that it actually says send the invite to, and I can go ahead and add people to send the invitation to. However, right now, I've set this up to be a Foothill School Division only meeting, which means that I have to send this invite out to specific people so that I can connect with them. But if I'd rather just send out a single link that somebody can click on to bring up, all I need to do is change to allow people from outside of the school division. And right away, you'll see this little box appear, which gives a link. Now, this link is permanent. So you can actually store that link, and this chat room, this conversation space will exist from now on, so that if you have the same group that wants to meet even after you've left the Hangout, you can change that. You can use this link to get into it, and you can actually continue the conversation. You don't even, as the host, even need to be there. Once you've selected that and hit copy, really all you have to do is send that link to someone and wait for them to click on it, and it will simply add them to the conversation. So I'll go ahead and, because I'm not inviting anybody, I'm going to hit cancel. You can see that the link is still showing right here, and I can hit that at any point in time. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pause this video and see if I can invite somebody to come join. There we go. So as you can see, I have invited two people from the IMC where I'm recording this from to come join the screencast. And all I've done is sent them an email asking them to click on this link. Which is all they'll need to do as long as they open that link in Google Chrome. And momentarily, once they click on that link, they will join the Hangout. Incidentally, they will be prompted that this is a Hangout, so they'll have to push an agree to join button, but that's it. As long as they have a camera and speakers and microphone, they will have no trouble joining the Hangout. And so I'm going to pause until they've clicked on their link. All right, so you can see now that Barb has clicked on the link. Because Barb hasn't got a camera set up, you can see that it just shows her icon here. If Lorelei were to click the same link, she would join in. You'd see all of the participants on the bottom. Just to note that Hangouts only allows up to 9 people on a discussion at a time. So whoever the first other 8 to click on that link are the ones that will be able to get onto this until somebody else clicks off. Again, this link is live forever, so even after this discussion is done, if someone were to click on that same link, this discussion space would be still sitting here waiting for people to join. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to fire me an email.